Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. I am RAOW, and this is The Last Hope RAOW, Season 1, Episode 9, Tourney Time. We are going to turn it over to... Kin for the recap.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
For both this one and the last one and the paralog.
Okay, so
I think you were the
last
only
week
one from the group that was actually there the whole time. Well, actually Tochemay was there, but
Tochemay was there.
And I was as well.
Yeah.
either way. Oh, right. We usually start with introductions. Wow, my brain is not with me today. Kerr, go for intro. Then we'll have Ken do the recap.
I am Kerr. I am the storyteller for this game and for many others. I am here to bring you all happy fun times and joy, wonder, and unspeakable sorrow. Like what happened to me last week. Fuck you, Zim. Fuck you. You know
Hey,
what you did.
That was Wostein that caused that.
I still blame you.
I was just Wostein's weapon.
I shall wield this reroll.
You roll a 1. You use the reroll. You then roll another 1.
God damn it! That will happen to me too.
I miss. Not enough ale.
Also, we are on tier 4 of the tip goal already. But anyways, Brussel.
Hi, I am Tochemay, and I am playing Brussel, the Bulbasaur.
He's even more baby this time. He's so baby.
Anyways, moving on to the cute Cobalt.
Hello, I am Octo, and I'm playing the roughest, toughest real around, Cobalt.
He is baby. He is also baby.
Aren't you?
A gleaming endowment.
Tochemay tipped $45. Razim contract.
Thank you for that tip, Tochemay. The tip goal has been fully completed. Most of which was completed before we actually started. But thank you so much.
Welcome to the hamlet.
Lucky Black Cat, thank you very much for that follow. I am RAOW, and I am playing as Hunter, the shy bundle of social anxiety that is being forced into horrible situations, or at least horrible by his measure of the word Puchiana. He is a dark psychic type. On to Kin.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was a little distracted. I am Fox Fiend. I'm playing Kin, the Vulpix, who is there for Hunter every step of the way as he is slowly pushed further and further into the role of God Emperor of Pokemon.
I am Merl. I am playing Midnight, the dark type Zora, who is enjoying the chaos unfolding in front of him.
Hey, it's William Swiftfoot or Kenku, depending on where you find me. I'm playing Shale, the grass ground Sandshrew, who basically is just focusing on his science and letting the chaos go on away from him. Mostly away from him.
Around him.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll move to Kin for the recap.
Okay. So last week we've had an entire paralog between then and So last week was the underground village, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So last week there was a Pokemon that we were asked to go and to go retrieve that had fallen into the mountain. And there were rumors that no one returns from falling into the mountain. But we went to do it anyways. In the process, we found a underground town of Pokemon living off rules that had been established, what, 600 or 700 years prior?
Give or take.
That some of which involving a distrust of outsiders and sacrificing any outsiders that fall into to their god, who happens to be Domino, or happened to be Domino.
Honestly, darling, are you really surprised about this? I do like some worship every once in a while. Do you know the last time a holy virgin was sacrificed to me?
I don't want to know.
Foxfiend is not surprised about that. Kin is absolutely flabbergasted and horrified at that. Anyways, you derailed me. Thank you.
Anytime, darling.
Thank you. Anyways, that's right. Town sacrifices. Then Domino decided to foist his town off onto Hunter to rule and be the new god of, and we made the decision to bring him up out of the underground and start integrating them into more modern society and getting them familiar with a better set of rules that don't involve sacrifice. Then for the paralogue, we had two guests show up. They were, what was it? Tanya and Amos?
Rose
Yes.
and Amos.
Rose and Amos, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Rose and Amos. And it involved a lot of role playing and a little bit of showing off the town. There was a statue that got delivered during that stream, during the paralogue.
Yes.
Of a life-size statue of Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I asked Marie to do something with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
There's
the
also another
record,
pack.
said statue is only like a foot and a
Go for
half
the
tall.
eyes, boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
Didn't... Oh, wait,
Like, his
wait.
eyes isn't very
Okay. And Marie will figure a way to make it a showpiece.
Mm-hmm.
We also got a second package in thanks something.
Mm-hmm. Brussel received a package, and that package held a few various supplies and like a journal. Yeah.
It's already disappeared.
Yeah, that journal got snatched up quickly.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think that about sums it up.
Um,
Anything anyone else wants to add?
we were going into a festival at the end of the paralogue. For us.
Oh yeah, that's right. A festival was being was starting and being held for some reason that we had not previously been aware of, but is apparently for us.
Yeah.
Roll the good and such you guys have done. So you guys get to relax and have some fun.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's happy fun times.
I'll believe the relaxed part when I see it.
This is relaxing
You're bringing
compared
out
to the training you got.
You're bringing out Domino constantly. There's nothing relaxed about it. It's sometimes questionable if it's even fun. And it's definitely not happy.
My previous character may have loved hanging around Domino. My current character doesn't.
Domino's a good person.
Can you use the word good to describe a creature of the Fae?
Baby! Oh my god!
And there's the bunny outside Sakur's window. Right on cue.
No.
No, not Bun Bun this time?
No, this is for, well, technically it is a bun, but it's the game-breaking influence.
Oh.
Baby! Oh my god!
Oh no.
Yes, I will 100% approve this.
Don't worry, it's just Tanya.
I mean, it's
And there's the laugh.
I mean,
I am now a little bit
how
concerned.
is that different from it being whoa as the question?
She's nicer.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway.
Oh my god, so baby. So baby. I love it. I love it. Alright, yes.
I think I poked the beast.
Tolerate any more of this benevolence.
Wostein_oil has brought the chaos.
This particular influence, I'm not sure.
Tolerate any more of this benevolence.
Tanya Sapien has brought the chaos.
Holy crap.
Okay, well, the reversal has been reversed.
What
Well
is
then.
going on? What is going on in chat at this point?
They're playing their card games.
Let the magic duel begin.
Oh my god!
Wostein_oil has brought the chaos.
No.
Counter
They're playing
spell.
a
I
children's
counter
card
the
game.
counter. Ah, but I counter the counter that's countering my counter. I love it. I
This
love it.
feels like a wizard battle in D&D.
Mm-hmm. There's an objection.
There's no actual effect to it.
Okay. So, as I was going to say, this particular influence, I do not see a opposite for it.
This is fucking
So,
great, though.
the most that I could accept on that would be a just outright cancellation of it. Or I can just send back the cards.
I would say send back the cards because I would want to
Okay.
see this happen again. I want to see this happen again sometime. Give them back the cards.
Okay.
This was too fucking great. Oh my god, that was good. 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 Your influence is still happening, Tanya. You guys will get your cards refunded back to you.
Yeah, I'm working on that now. There. They have all been refunded.
And for that, here's a Marten video.
Joke.
Because that was adorable, and I loved it, and it was great, and it gave me life.
Feel the backhand of justice!
So, who's ready to begin, everybody?
Yeah.
Is there anything?
Set the
Is there any-
stage.
Is there anything else that we're forgetting? I just want to make sure. My brain kind of shut down after that epic duel.
Not that I can think of.
The 2 people from our paralogue.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they hit it on off. As Domino sweeps in. Hello, darlings. Are you ready for the festival tonight?
Hey, Domino. Sure. Let's go ahead and get this festival underway.
Right now he's a Chansey.
Hold on,
Really
hold
doesn't
on.
matter.
Real quick. Tanya, don't deconstruct those cards yet. Tanya, stop. I'm gonna go ahead and work on it right now, but I'm doing away with the voice mod pack just because it is not working. So you'll get more resources if you let me do the work. Yes, I did send you your pack, Frost Husky. Alright. Carry on. I just happened to notice Tanya was destroying a bunch of the voice mod cards, and I'm like, you'll get a lot more if I do that. If I do my thing. I just haven't done it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yes, a Chansey comes sweeping in. Now, darlings, we've been working hard on this festival. I hope that you will enjoy it. It is in Hunters and all of your honor, after all the great things that you have done for Sunfall.
Thank
I
you.
haven't done that much yet, but thanks.
It has been our pleasure to assist Sunfall.
I'm never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
Well, you have done more than you would think. You've freed an entire city from a tyrant. And not to mention, you brought a village up out of the darkness. I would say those are 2 very good things that you have done so far.
I've heard at least very significant things. We have quite the resume now, don't we?
Indeed you do, darlings. Indeed you do. You're working up to quite the status seekers, I see.
Very quickly.
Oh, well, this is just one small little corner of the world, darling. The world is a very large and vast place.
we have a long way to go before we are rulers of it all.
All eyes turn to Hunter.
Hunter is not there.
Little arrows pointing at the spot where Hunter once was and is no longer there.
The dotted line of beep, 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 beep.
There was a hat here.
Did anyone see where he went? I swear, I have to put a
Nope.
bell on him.
Not my problem.
Did you put a bell on him?
Don't you usually know where he is anyway?
Well, yes, darling, but that takes away all the drama of the story.
No, I
Sorry?
did not see which way Hunter
No,
went off to.
I haven't the slightest clue.
All right. Well, I just came to see you, darlings, and make sure that you head off into the festival. We're just getting ready to start soon. Also,
Okay.
darlings, what do you think? What do you think? Is I don't think this is fancy enough. What do you think? Do you think I should change clothes?
I think you look fabulous.
Is he wearing anything on currently?
No, he's just a chancy right now.
He's just a chancy right now.
Making to double check.
We have both Big Bun Bun and Tiny Potato Bun Bun are here, and it is adorable.
Aw.
I just wish to say for the record.
Okay.
Well, actually, as Domino turns into a Vulpix. What do you think of this, though, darlings?
Which one?
Just normal Vulpix.
I don't know, Ken. What do you think?
It's disconcerting, but I may be biased in that.
I think maybe the flowier one would be more fabulous.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you look amazing.
What about this, as he turns into a Sandshrew?
Cute to say the least.
Darling, I am fabulous.
I would say more of a blissy.
A Blissy. Let's see. He snaps his fingers, and he is now a Blissy. What do you think, darlings? What do you think? Is it fabulous? Is it perfect?
Sure.
As you always are, Domino.
Whatever
Ew.
you say.
Indeed, darlings, indeed. I must ensure that everything is perfect for your day today.
For people who don't know, blissy is Chansey leveled up with high friendship.
Now, come along, darlings, come along. Let's go. We have all sorts of fun and games to see. Where is Hunter at, by the way?
Hunter has gone off to, the last place he thinks anybody would think to look for him. His office. / quarters, whatever.
Basically the mayor's office.
Yeah. He's gone over to there.
Okay.
And he's hiding under the desk.
Of course.
It is quiet. It is very, very quiet.
He is at peace.
And then there's a knock at the door.
And he quickly stifles
Tanya
his
Sapien
yelp.
is ringing the Marten phone.
Ring, 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 ring. The Marten phone. Do, 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 do. Ring, 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 ring. The Marten phone.
Pretty Marten's suit. I like it.
Mr. Mayor, are you in there?
He does not answer.
Okay. Yeah, you hear the sound of door opening, footsteps coming inside for a moment before the sound of the door shutting again.
He's waiting a moment. Does he hear anything else?
Nope.
He is peeking out.
There is a Squirtle in there.
Quickly going back under the desk.
The Squirtle is going to walk over and slowly poke his head around the desk. The Squirtle is going to poke his head around, look under the desk, and right at Hunter.
No, go away.
Are you okay?
Too many people.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You know, there's a festival going on right now. All these
Nod.
games and food.
He just nods in response.
Don't you want to see some of this stuff?
Too many people.
All right. I'll give you some space, and I'll just come back later.
Do you need something?
What was that?
Do you need something?
Oh, I was just coming with just see if there was anyone here. Just let them know that things are getting stabilized apparently over in Sunfall.
Good.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
Well, yeah, no, it's no big deal. Also, I heard Domino's looking for you, so just be careful.
He ducks further into under the desk.
Hey, I'm sure you'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Kerr,
Yes?
did you really just say that with Will listening in the chat?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. Your funeral.
You'll be fine.
Or possibly my funeral. One of the two.
As we head back over to everyone else, what are you guys up to? As the festival is now in full swing.
Shale's going to.
Sorry, real
Shale's
quick.
gonna go. Sorry, go ahead.
For the record, Hunter will wander out after a while, but not for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So carry on.
Okay.
That's fair. Shale was kind of curious about what's gonna happen, so he'll. I mean, if Domino leads or however the celebration's going, he's gonna take his seat.
Yeah, Domino would lead the way out.
Way out. Well, wait to the. But wait, I. he's curious at what this is gonna be. So he's just gonna Domino's leading to where they need to be. He's just gonna follow for now.
Yeah, it's a massive festival outside. There's booths set up, food, games, like the whole shebang. Entertainment. Just a lot of fun stuff, basically.
If there's an area that he needs to be focused on, then he'll probably be there. Else, he'll probably just have fun.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
also see if there's some ink for sale for later. Also,
You might be able to find some. Like that. There's just like a lot of just fun, almost like carnival games. Like they have a dunk tank set up that no fire Pokemon is allowed to go into because they don't want to risk either hurting the Pokemon or causing the water to boil.
look at dog take note to self. Make sure to keep note to self. Don't get bribed into doing that.
Yeah, no one likes a wet challenge.
No,
It had to be said.
it actually took this long.
Of course, I'm going to be getting into the food, the fancy ears and elephant ear.
Oh yes, there's lots and lots of food set up. And Marie is responsible for at least half of it.
Midnight's just gonna explore and just watch.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. For Cobalt, what kind of carnival games is available?
All sorts. A lot of the ones are like hand-eye coordination, dexterity games. Games of skill and chance. Is there any in particular that you would be looking for that you would want to try?
You know what? I'm gonna try a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna go to the first one that's more strength based. So maybe trying to remember, it was where you slam a hammer down and you try to hit the bell.
Yes.
The strength test.
Yeah, the strength test.
Test your strength, Pokemon. Show us your might.
All right. What I gotta roll? Or I'm gonna go up to the test your strength booth, and I'm going, hey, I bet I can make that ring.
The Pokemon in charge would happily hand you the hammer and tell you to go at it.
All right. Now what I gotta roll?
All right, let's see.
Test your might.
Mortal Wombat! Body, fight, and I'll allow brawl or melee.
Alright. I'm gonna go with brawl. Okay.
Well, okay. I was about to make an argument that it probably should be a melee, given that it is using a tool or a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, it would.
But it's less trying to hit something, it's more just using strength.
Okay.
case, I would also say athletics, but yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is all just a feat of strength. He's swinging at something that cannot move. He can't really miss. This is how much strength he can get behind it.
Fair
Alright.
enough.
Pretty good.
Got 5.
Ding 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 ding. Cobalt, you heft up the hammer and swing with all your might. And as your hammer impacts, it shoots up, and you hear the distinct sound of the bell ringing. They don't have too much fancy stuff Lobron. It's mostly this is sort of just a spur of the moment thing, just for people to have fun. And Cobalt,
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
we get a game-breaking influence.
I'll not tolerate any more of this benevolence.
Tanya Sapien has brought the chaos.
We don't
Did
Yeah,
you see if it was approved yet?
even. We don't even know if it's okay yet. Um.
I'll message you my thoughts on what the reverse would be, I guess.
Yes, please, because I'm. Nani? Nani?
What happened?
My
reversal.
brain is currently trying to comprehend what a.
Okay, so Tanya played a reverse on whatever WoW played before they even had it approved.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
Minor.
We're discussing things real quick.
I mean, Woe followed it up with this. Oh, well, no, we don't want to.
No, it would be temporary.
Well, temporary would work for what you were saying, but considering what Woe redeemed, I guess that's what he's going with.
Yes. Okay, yeah, no, sure, fine. I will allow this. I will allow this. Cobalt.
Yep.
You win a very large Lucario plushie.
Oh, that's nice.
So cherish him.
It is life size.
Oh,
It's bigger than you are.
I'm just going like, where the hell am I gonna put this?
So
Well, you did win the top prize.
You can put it on your bed, and it'll be your body pillow from now on.
Just as long as we don't find an SPH on it. I will not elaborate further.
I like Neon's plan. You can be a plushmon if you hollow it out and climb in it. But yes, hey, Midnight.
Present.
You see some of the cultists that you saved have set up their own tent.
I will go over.
Welcome.
Greetings and salutations.
We offer a view of the lifetime.
Oh, really?
Yes, a view of the future. Of your future self.
Sure, why not?
Come. Step in.
I
Or
step
check,
on it.
check DMs.
I know, I saw.
I'm not sure what the true chaos is with that card. Whether it's, the fact that it reverses the influence, make the influence the opposite, or the fact that we then have to figure out how the hell that would work.
Uh-huh. Now, he pulls out a large burner that has all sorts of herbs and such sit in the top and sets it down and sets it aflame as a scent rises up. Breathe deep and see your future.
I take a deep breath.
Roll me a body fight plus integrity, please.
Roll me a hunter roll.
This is to resist being poisoned?
0!
Might want to willpower that.
Let me,
You
I'm
fully
gonna use a
embrace
will.
You fully embrace the psychedelics? No.
These scented candles ain't shit.
That's better.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Midnight, you're able to keep your brain together for the most part as the world starts to spin. But rather than seeing yourself change, it feels like you're getting scrunched up and pressed down.
Whoa, what is going on?
And everything is starting to get darker and darker and darker.
No.
It feels like you're being pushed into a very tight ball.
Whoa.
What?
And as it fades,
Congrats.
as though our
You are
egg
now
is now
being-
sitting there.
Oh,
What
I
now?
was.
Oh, go ahead.
Congrats. You are now a trainer's Pokemon, and you're going to be forced to fight other Pokemon for the glory of the trainer.
No! No. Anything but that.
As Midnight, you now feel like you've been stuffed back inside of your egg.
Because you have literally been stuffed back inside your egg.
What is going on? This isn't the future. This is the past.
How the hell does that work?
So the original influence was an illusory evolution for 1 minute. Opposite of that is real time back in your egg. Unless you were evolved, in which case, you'd go back to the previous evolution, but
I'm not. So I'm in an egg.
The Pokemon just stares as there's now an egg there and walks over and pokes it.
To be quite naughty.
This has never happened before. Did we set up the candles upside down or something?
Did we turn the candles upside down?
George, what did you do? I didn't do anything. I just set it up like we always do. I mean, do you think we might be able? I wonder. What do you think Zohar cakes taste like? We are not eating.
Whoa!
You know we're not allowed to.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
Tanya Sapien is laughing.
Fix this! Fix it now!
You feel something poking the egg again. We're not sure how. It should wear off though, right?
When?
You'll be fine. Just roll it off.
I'll roll you off when I get out of here.
If he gets out of there. Not now. Oh, he's still in there. Hence why he has this muffled conversation going on. Were you traveling with anyone that we can hand this to? As you feel someone pick you up midnight.
Duke.
If you don't give me something to do, I'll have to amuse myself, and no one wants that.
Worstein_oil says perfect.
Oh my darling! What did you get yourself
None shall
into?
see me. Though my battle cry may give me
No
away.
him! Anyone but him!
This next influence, very appropriate for the card. Of course, WoW played both, so you know.
Domino is going to strut into the tent, looking at the egg, as he reaches up and picks it up. Midnight, darling, I love the new look. Are you going for something younger?
Get me out of here!
Well, darling, I don't want to mess up your look, though.
I don't like this look!
But look at you, you're so young. I bet you could pass for 0 even.
It wasn't zero, but egg!
Yes, well, maybe we should... Hang on. He snaps his fingers as everyone appears there. Darlings, look at Midnight's new look. What do you think, darlings? As he holds up an egg.
Get me out of here!
That's
Shale
midnight?
starts to go, hmm?
What happened?
I don't know, but I had nothing to do with it.
Kerr,
Yes.
the candle's still going.
No. No. No.
Wait for Kerr to get over the slap. They come, death, destroyer of worlds.
Tanya Sapien believes someone has gone mad with power.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
So what do you want us all to roll?
Great fun! Right, Boo?
Let's see who has.
grief.
I'll not tolerate any more of this benevolence.
Tanya Sapien has brought the chaos.
Oh God, we don't even know what it is yet.
Oh.
No, we're getting to the tournament at this rate.
That's why I put the question mark originally.
Well, it's not our fault.
It's not even our fault. It is purely Chad's fault.
Well, you see, Woe started a war with Tanya, so...
Alright.
We're in the
Anyway.
crossfire.
I just
Do we need to
figured
roll
Kirk.
this for this,
I just figured that Kirk could use a bit of, niceness after what happened last week during Exalted. A little bit
Kill
of
you.
vengeance.
Tolerate any more of this benevolence.
Wostein_oil has brought the chaos.
Okay.
Okay, so Woe is reversing the reversal of his
is
influence.
helping the Marten on his adventure. Behold the little backpack.
Anyway, so
And the person that's winning is Hunter from making money off all these cards.
Shh. You don't need to
sadly,
know
Hunter
that.
is stuck in the middle of this. Whatever about to happen, we're supposed to be roll for, I guess.
Yeah,
All right,
I am the one
everyone.
that's winning. I'm the weapons dealer here.
What could possibly go wrong, Kurt, within the last hour? Okay, fair enough. Everyone, please make a body, fight, and integrity roll, please. You
Okay.
cannot re-roll this.
Do I need to re-roll?
No.
Okay.
Single die.
I got one success.
Joke.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here going through all of the voice mod cards, deleting them, giving more ammo probably to Tanya because I'm pretty sure they've got the most of these cards out of everyone.
No ceasefire. There's only war now. Alright. Kin, Shale, you both are feeling very small. You are feeling very small and warm. As everyone else sees, alright, let's wait for the ad to stop real quick.
A miss! Not enough ale.
Alright, so Kin, Shale, you guys are feeling very small and warm and soft. As everyone else sees a pair of eggs suddenly pop up where Kin and Shale once were.
Oh.
It is very warm and safe, and it feels nice. Cobalt, Brussel, and Hunter, on the other hand, are able to keep a clear head as you guys feel like you're being pushed down, and suddenly there are 6 eggs in the room.
Egg.
And then suddenly the Marten twins come in and start nomming.
No.
Oh, no Youngu twins right now, thank you.
As Domino just stares for a moment. Is this a new look, darlings? Is this a new fashion trend that I wasn't informed about?
Not to my knowledge.
Tanya Sapien is withholding egg from the beachy baby Marten.
No egg for you. Come back 1 year.
Domino lets out a sigh. Really, darlings, you should really think about this beforehand. As the eggs crack and you guys are each able to push your heads out.
I am not pushing my head out. I am curling up and falling asleep.
I'm
Keenan.
free! Sorta.
I love the new look, though,
Not a-
darling. Really, it looks great for you.
It feels nice and warm, and this is the most comfy I've been in the last 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curling up in there and falling asleep.
Shale looks out from the egg, looking like he's like drowsy. I was just at the. Domino, did you do? Are you at fault of this?
I had nothing to do with it. What was that, though, Hunter?
What?
Also, the egg is wearing Hunter's hat.
Hunter's taking his hat back. And darkness is consuming the room as he rushes out.
Domino will walk over to Kin's egg, pick it up, and drop it.
Oh.
Ah, hey!
Hello,
Nice
darling.
There. It was warm and safe. And that was the most peace I've had in the last several weeks.
Yes,
Oh,
and
I'm
peace
glad
is boring.
I'm glad you enjoyed your time. It was hell.
Shale will try to shake the grogginess and pushes the egg down as he sort half roll as he rolls out of what remains of it and just flops over for the moment.
As Hunter attempts to flee from the tent, he runs right into a Dragonite's foot.
Don't worry, you can't have an adventure without cracking a few eggs.
Smack, flip, flip, flip.
A large Dragonite is going to kind of poke his head down. Excuse me, I have a package.
That one.
Hunter's rubbing his nose and looking up.
It's a package for Hunter, Shale, Midnight, Kin, Brussel, and a Cobalt.
You have found them.
Yeah, we're here.
He is going to set down a small, dusty, dirty crate in front of you
I've done
guys.
this 1,001 times.
Epic Row 14 has brought forth Greaves and his Greaves trees, greens and mystical beans, and other notable curios.
Okay.
And Epic is the first person to have ever played that card.
Now, who's
Thought
playing
it
the
hadn't
reversal
played
of Greaves?
Go ahead and sniff at the crate for a moment. See if I can ascertain anything about the contents of it.
There is a label on it.
Oh.
It says,
Please don't disturb me while I plot to overthrow you.
Natus Cygnus Excavations is on it. And also there is a letter on the top of the crate as well.
Oh. Go ahead and gently and carefully open the letter and pull it out and start reading it off.
To the folks who helped Rosalia, I hope this letter finds you in good health. Recently, my daughter went on a 3-day prospecting expedition, so you can imagine that after 6 days with no check-in, I was concerned and expected to find her trapped under a stalactite again. To my shock and relief, as I was organizing a recovery rescue team, she drilled up from under one of the legs of the wire tower, alive and unharmed. After drying her off, she told quite the tale, with electrocution and a flamboyant ditto, and a group of Pokemon who fixed her compass and gave her a new map, not expecting anything in return. Well, this is one Dixerby who won't let a favor like that go unpaid. I personally cut and polish each of these stone samples as gifts and thanks. For kin, there's sylvite, cooperite, and celestite, a nice palette of color for your flames, like the light and color of my daughter brings to my life. Now, I don't know much about plants, but the farmers swear limestone helps them grow strong and healthy. So I added 2 blocks from the purest, softest face in the quarry, for Brussel and Shale. Hunter, she talked about you a lot. Seemed quite sad you're so nervous around people. So I got you a necklace made from a piece of sky iron that cratered into the quarry a couple of years back. Superstitious folks say it keeps dark spirits at bay and keeps Arceus smiling on you. And right now, I think you could use a divine favor, every divine favor you can get. Midnight, she ain't say that much about you or about Cobalt. But if you're friends with people like that, I know you got hidden values, just like the geode I included. If I'm right, and I've never been wrong about gemstones before, it should have some nice amethysts inside. If any of you are ever looking for honest work, or if you flavor training is cutting rocks, come on down to the quarry. My door is always open for good Pokemon. Sycamore. And inside of the box is a plethora of stones.
Shale definitely is going. Ooh, we'll definitely pick up the limestone. You know what? Can I make a since this would fit into the specialty? I don't know if it would be of any benefit, but can he make a science? I guess it'd be mind logic science geology roll.
Sure.
Yeah, that's wait. No, that's right.
Huh? Time for bashing something?
Well, he's really getting into this, I think.
And another
3
exploding
successes.
10.
Yep, Shale used
Another
another
one.
exploding 10.
Okay, 3 successes.
Ten's counts too, so 6 successes. Because you got the extra 10 as well, and that counts as 2.
Oh, right, I forgot the extra 10.
So yeah, no, this is top quality limestone right here. This would actually help plant types if used in water and used for like baths and such.
Shale's chairs and goes like, going to have to find somebody kind of mason to.
Yeah. Also, everyone can see Domino is looking at the piece of sky iron that was made into a necklace. Like it's fucking like plutonium to him.
Shale looks up. Are you okay?
No. Look at that disgusting thing.
I like it.
He shivers. That's like pure poison to me, darling.
Hunter has never moved faster than you guys are seeing him put that on.
Darling, really, we can get you something nicer than that. You don't need to wear that.
I just realized I've been muted for a minute.
I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
Tanya Sapien believes someone has gone mad with power.
Now Hunter has a protection from his own shadows. He cannot do shadows anymore.
Domino snaps his fingers and looking directly at Hunter and nothing happens. He pauses, looks down at his fingers, snaps at him again. Nothing happens. Snaps it like 4 or 5 times before looking over at Kin, snaps his fingers and Kin appears in his hands. Hey!
Hunter is wagging and actually smiles.
Oh,
I'm sorry, darling. I was testing something. He snaps his fingers again, and nothing happens to nothing happens to Hunter. He looks at Cobalt, snaps his fingers. Cobalt is now an action figure. Snaps his fingers. Cobalt turns back. Darling, I recommend very strongly you should take that off right now.
Hunter is shaking his head.
I
No!
don't think he's going to.
Really, darling, you don't need something like that.
I'm the boss.
Darling, really, you don't need that.
Hunter's going to test something. He's
Okay.
reaching for Domino with his shadows.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna try and grab Domino with them.
Hey, you let me go right this moment, young man.
No!
Darling, you let me go right this moment.
Say please.
Darling, I don't say please. I tell people what to do.
He tightens his grip.
Really? Hey.
Ow! Darling, if you don't do that, then all of your friends are going to be stuffed animals.
Really? You have to go that way about things?
I go ahead and tuck the letter away into a pouch. And...
Domino snaps his fingers, and nothing happens to any of you.
Yay!
Snaps his fingers and a noise comes out.
Yes, a noise comes out. But all of you are distinctly not stuffed animals. Well, fuck all kinds of duck.
Tanya Sapien thinks it's time to celebrate.
I think it's time to celebrate too.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Hunter, let me go. How do you people say these things?
It's police.
It's very simple.
Police.
Yes, please let me out before I catch you, darling. I mean, what?
Alright, try again without the threat.
That
Yes,
wasn't a threat, darling.
It's best to not threaten when you say please or promise.
Might
be there for a while. I'm gonna go and gather things up and get things moved away, taken care of.
You can't just leave me here, darling, and go do other things.
Oh,
Hunter,
absolutely I can.
let me go. You can't hold me down like this. I'm a free spirit.
Midnight heads off to
You're only free
check out
if you
the
can
rest
learn
of
to
the
be
festival.
nice. Time to enjoy the festival.
And as you guys head out, you see across the area is a Zim. Would Greaves be in a different form right now?
Delibird.
He would be either his normal gnomish self, which is preferred, but if you want to stay in character, in proper, I think he would probably be a Mr. Mime, honestly.
There is a booth being run by Mr. Mime.
Oh.
Before for minor pause, thank you. I do things for the 420 donation. Definitely helps with the goal I'm working on.
Yay! Come on! We have goods, we have services, we can get you anything you need if you're willing and able to pay the price. Come on up! I'm ready to help you with anything.
He'll definitely go walk over. He's been looking for something. Maybe they have it. Or maybe they have
Who's this?
what Koga had, because that is a thought.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may
Oh,
give me away.
Give me away.
Hey, Kurt, real fast. What were the stones that was for Kin?
Yours was a sylvite, cooperite, and celestite.
Great fun!
Sylvite.
Right, Boo?
Right. And Sylvestite?
Yes. Sylvite, cooperite, celestite.
Could you send me spellings for those?
Yeah. Give me 1 sec.
Awesome.
I will grab them right now.
Umbreite, espionite.
Here you go. Nope. Why did that send everything? I do not want everything. There you go.
Thank you. Because I absolutely would have had those completely misspelled.
To answer your question, time frame, what's going on here is Domino cannot really do things for other people. They thrive on conflict. All right, let's see this intro.
There are 2 influences.
I am okay with both of those.
And what was the name of that excavation company?
The name on the letter is Natu Sickness Excavations.
You know, previous players may have forced a soul into Domino, but I think this group is about to teach Domino manners.
No one's ever been able to teach Domino manners. To be fair, most of them can't hold him down, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to what?
So,
Not to
no,
Sigmas. Ah, okay. Got it.
the fair folk are beings of vast godly power, but cold iron is their bane. Meteoric iron will negate all of their magic and powers. It is like pure poison to them. And Hunter has it right now. Hunter being able to touch Domino through his shadows. Basically, while they are in contact with each other, Domino cannot use his magic. This also means you're going to have a very upset Fairfolk at you, though, when he has his powers back. And he will try to figure out a way to get even.
He has to learn to say please first.
Keep at it. You'll get there one day.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
By the way, the 2 cultists who are running this booth that you guys are in are now looking at Hunter with absolute adoration and love, because he has clearly shown that he can stop even their old god in a way that no one else ever has been able to.
Hunter is not even aware of this. He is just so excited to have it that Domino can't stop his shadows anymore. He can't stop Hunter from hiding. Actually, and for that matter, I don't think Domino's going to be able to figure out where Hunter is anymore.
Yeah, very much.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to scry on Hunter. Oh, dang. Yeah, no, actually, I know exactly what Kin is doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Kin is making himself scarce, getting away from the party, and finding the first carrier Pidgey that he can. And he's writing a letter to not to Signy's excavation, asking for 5 more.
I'm looking over at
of those
Tanya right now
stones.
and glaring at Tanya at the moment.
Tanya
I
sent me
am
a
glaring.
message saying that she legit can't breathe right now. This is sheer perfection.
Darling, this is not perfection.
and while Hunter has Domino tied down like this, Domino can't even see that I'm doing this.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Hunter putting a little leash around Domino's foot. So as long as they're connected to each other, even if the shadow light goes throughout town, Domino cannot use his powers at all.
But yes, I am immediately sending a message to Natu Signa's excavation, commissioning some more, like 5 more of those meteoric iron stones.
I just imagining you're literally just going, I want the entire thing worked into as much as you can make.
Pretty much. Worked into necklaces, rings, bracelets, anklets, whatever. Just need more of those.
Fuck.
Will pay well.
No.
Great fun!
No.
Mort. Oh god, here it comes.
Oh no.
Not like...
Sycamore is glad to accommodate and will accommodate very, very quickly.
Awesome. What's the estimated time frame for the message to get there and the delivery back?
That depends on if a ethereal influence is used or not.
Meantime, we do have a
Don't worry,
shop.
I'm sure there'll be an offer to get rid of those.
Actually, there's another influence for that.
Yeah.
Basically, it's
They cannot be stolen or removed without at least a roll to stop it.
Oh, and while at it, I did have another letter I want to send off. Preferably with a different carrier Pidgey or whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and send you that message.
One moment.
There is a trap card, by the way.
Uh-huh. One moment, I'm reading what Kin sent me. Okay, yep, you can send that off, Foxfiend. Kin, you can send that off.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. Alright. Anyway, shopkeeper.
Yes, what can I do for ya?
Right, Boo?
This is the most freaking influence I've ever seen ever.
I'm just browsing for now, though.
Well,
do you have any, like, good inks?
The best part about this isn't so much the number as the variety. I am enjoying the fact that so many of you are getting involved in this.
The gun service.
I will accept that, Lovron.
Arceus has blessed this day.
But yeah, Shale says, I'm just browsing, though. What, do you have anything in the way of, like, ink and an inkwell?
Oh yes, right here. As he pulls out a very fancy and nice-looking ink set.
Try it anyway and fail. You know what? Fetch it. This is probably gonna fail, but I feel like this is about as good as anything right now. What would be? I don't know what expertise it would be, but what would an appraisal roll that I'm probably gonna suck at, but
go for it.
What expertise should that be?
Probably either cunning or logic.
I'm realizing it doesn't matter anyway because I don't have enough die to get around the penalty. So he's going to attempt to appraise. Yeah.
It looks like good ink.
How much for it?
Let's see. How about a stone of pewter?
Yeah, can I make a quick geology roll on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense to be making. Trying to remember my.
Question is, would you have some pewter on you?
As someone who has especially, I'm gonna willpower because screw that. Okay, that's
Two successes.
Two successes. How mostly how
her again.
I swear I need to set up a technical difficulty screen for when Kerr gets broken. So I could just swap to that.
Thanks. Okay, so
Hang on a second.
No problem.
Tanya just sent me this GIF in the private chat. I just shared it in Last Hopes.
We're still friends, right?
Depends on how hard you break my things.
Alright, so the roll was mostly knowledge on what it was and if he could get it, I guess, or how.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to get that type of stone here.
Okay.
So this situation is this GIF is literally Tanya realizing, oh shit, he's my storyteller on Sunday.
We're still friends, right?
Just because you are my friend. This is friendship.
Alright. In any case, Shale, alright, I don't have any on hand, but I can probably get some for trade.
Of course. I'm here all day. Just one single stone will do.
Okay. Alright. I don't think there's anything else he's really looking for here, so he's going to go. So if there's like a pen, maybe because I don't know. Coke is the only one who had it, so no, he probably wouldn't have it. Not saying he wouldn't have it, but he probably wouldn't notice. But
I do
outside of
have
that,
pens.
Shale looks How about for this? How much for this? How much for this as well?
Let's see. For here, refillable pen. Let's see. How about a piece of pyrite thrown in?
Make another roll on that on availability, or yeah, do you want me to make another roll on that, or
Nah.
Okay.
They're in Hilltop still.
Oh, okay. That's easy enough. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Save them for me. I'll be back in a little bit.
Of course, not a problem.
All right. And Shale will head off to go collect the stones and return for the trade.
And Keen, as you start wandering back towards the tent, Hunter, what are you doing with Domino?
He's going to start dragging Domino out.
Hey,
he's actually
darling.
feeling rather confident for a change. And I'm assuming that Greaves is set up right outside?
Yes.
He's going to go up to Greaves first.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Hunter's just looking around for a moment. What do you have?
Ah, darling. Wow, Domino is coming out. Domino is trying to come out. No, different character, Domino. You are not him. Well, you see, it'd be easier to say what I don't have. What are you looking for?
Something to help me have better control of my shadows, maybe?
I think I could do that. Let's see. Where did I put it? As you see him open a chest and begin shuffling through before pulling out a black collar. Here's something that might help you out.
How much?
1 ruby, I think, for something this fine.
Merl, chat, please.
Okie dokie.
Let's try.
I'm just asking Merl so I can focus on the thing here.
Okay.
Don't forget to report.
Okay.
I don't have that.
Maybe you could ask one of your friends? Darling, if you let me go, I will give you a very nice ruby free of charge.
Not until you can say please. Be nice to people.
I can be perfectly nice, darling.
You were okay with accepting sacrifices.
Well, yes.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
Hunter is remembering that
None shall see me.
Okay.
Though my battle cry may give me
Hey
away.
then. Wow.
I'm gonna laugh if both of these are doing the exact same thing, or even more if they're doing opposite things. Let's see. Oh God, whoa. So there's that.
I will approve that.
Yeah, that can work.
Yes, sure. I will allow that.
Okay. Report
yeah,
is off.
Thank you. Hunter is remembering the fact that he has access to literally basically unlimited credit card.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to start looking around for Ruby.
There is a jeweler, and they would be happy to sell you a ruby.
Oh, well, thank you.
Of course, I'm more than happy to make a sale, especially to one such as yourself. By the way, Hunter, as you kind of go through to get the ruby and everything, you see that many of the cultists are now kind of following you around and are basically like, all glory to the great god Emperor Hunter. All glory to the great god Emperor Hunter.
Hunter's starting to get uncomfortable. Marie!
In a flash, as though she teleported there, Marie is there. Oh my, you idiots! Get away from my boy! They quickly scatter. Yes, darling, what do you need?
They were just being... I was uncomfortable.
Well, don't you worry, darling. I'll make sure that you're safe.
Probably make sure that the cultists are now are better educated.
Marie with Hunter.
Also, we're... he just kind of stops and gestures towards Domino. He won't say please.
I am
Being
trying.
nice.
Sorry.
Domino, it's not that hard a word. It's two syllables.
You don't understand how difficult it is, darling.
The most difficult part is swallowing your pride.
No, I'm literally incapable of saying it without something being done for me.
Teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Oh, elaborate.
Well, if I'm thanking you, that means I was given something. Or if I'm asking for something, that means that I owe you something. And I don't. Which means it throws the entire scale out of balance. Hunter, baby, can I talk to him for a moment?
He will nod and move back over to Greaves.
She's going to take Domino and lead him off. And then you hear a very loud, girly shriek. As Domino is escorted by Marie back to Hunter as he pays for his collar. Now, sweetie, I think he has something to say to you. Hunter, I am so sorry, please. I apologize. Please, please, please.
See,
Holy
that wasn't so hard. And he releases Domino.
Behind him, Marie just cracks her knuckles slowly.
That has got to be the most genuine I've heard Domino be.
Amazing.
Kid, as you are walking back, by the way, as you see everyone else, an Abra appears before you with a large crate.
Oh. Thank you.
I have a delivery.
Yes.
All right. He's going to open up the crate, and inside are necklaces, bracelets, rings, and all other manner of things made out of sky iron.
I go ahead and take a necklace to go ahead to sit by the necklace I already have. And hey guys, we've got gifts.
Oh, more gifts! Awesome.
Domino is going to look aghast.
As I start distributing to Cobalt, Shale, Midnight, and Brussel.
I don't need it.
What? Why
sure?
not?
I don't need anything flashy.
Because Brussel is already, Domino is already Brussel's bitch.
This is Brussel flexing and asserting dominance.
If you say so.
Shale will take, as he's coming back and seeing that, Shale will take a ring and then we'll pay for his we'll pay Greaves for the ink, the pen and the
You will
inkwell.
fall yet.
Well, Brussel, you've got an exploding 10.
Damn.
And an extra dice.
And an extra die.
And an extra die.
And I turn back to the messenger. Thank you very much. The expedient delivery is much appreciated.
Of course. And he will vanish.
Hunter is no longer special with his necklace.
Domino is looking as though, like, the world has just ended.
Hunter, you have inspired. Thank you.
And it is starting to rain. As Domino looks up. No, darling. Snaps his fingers, and the rain just stops about like 6 inches above the tent and just starts sliding off as though there's like an invisible roof there.
Thank you, actually, Domino. It's probably for the best.
Darlings, I put a lot of effort into this, and despite your disgusting choice of apparel, I am not going to let you ruin this wonderful evening.
Okay.
Thank you, Domino.
Now, are you sure we can't come to some arrangement about taking that off?
No.
Nice of you, Domino.
Negative.
Yeah, we'll head off and find some.
I have found my second favorite piece of jewelry.
Yes, everyone now, except for Brussel, because he is asserting dominance. Every member of the group has some, and Keen has a lot left over.
Yes.
Keen has enough jewelry for basically everyone in town almost to wear.
Jeez. Shale will thanks Green for the stuff. And then look at the others. I'm gonna go. I expect there's somewhere the people want us to be. I'm gonna go there and try this thing out a little if it's all good, you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. I go ahead and take a moment to stow away the remaining jewelry and keep some pieces on me to offer around as people show an interest.
As you do, Shale, Midnight, and Cobalt.
Yep.
The invitations that you guys have begin to burn hot.
Ooh.
He
It's
puts
time.
His pen and his notebook back in his writing stuff back in his pack and picks up the necklace, the amulet or thingy he set up for it and presses or whatever it was.
Good luck.
Combatants, you have been chosen to unleash your might in a demonstration of might and strength. You may bring a +1 with you in order to watch your glorious battle.
Real quick, Hunter did want to ask Greaves a few things.
Yes, go ahead.
How does it work?
Just wear it, and it will amplify your control over your shadows. It'll make it much easier for you to use.
Cool. Can I put it on my hat?
That should work, yes.
He will nod excitedly. Can you maybe put it up there?
He will nod and put it on your hat for you.
Thank you. Alright, that was the main thing you wanted to ask. Is there a mechanical bonus to this?
I'm going to figure it out for you, yes. But there will be.
Okay, carry on then.
But yes, Cobalt, Midnight, and Shale, you guys can all invite someone to come with you. You just have to say their name.
Kurt, I don't know if you're looking at the chat. But I think even the chat is annoyed by Domino and very happy about this.
Domino is not very pleased right now. No, I'm not, darling. I'm quite annoyed with all of you, honestly. How could you do that to me? After all the hours of entertainment I've given darlings, to be betrayed like this. Ah.
Well, I don't know. It actually seems to be a rather interesting turn of events, you see. I've been enjoying watching this. Now, Domino, wasn't Hunter trying to teach you to be more polite? It'd be a shame if I... It'd be a shame if I
Hunter deserves to be kicked like a football.
Oh, no.
Well, I will leave the chat... Your fate in the chat's capable hands for threatening to kick the puppy.
I will eat the puppy.
What?
Oh no!
In the background,
for those not aware,
Marie slowly cracks her knuckles.
For those not aware, I'm being Greaves right there. Because canonically, all of these influences are brought about by Greaves.
I will break the puppy. I shall snap him into pieces. I shall turn him into cookie and crumble
Marie
him.
hear any of this?
Darkness prevail.
Marie
Tanya has cursed Domino with less power.
Oh my gosh.
And Brussel just gives that sweet, innocent smile. So you have chosen death, Domino.
Poor Domino.
Darkness prevail.
It'll be fine.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Breathe,
Oh, no.
Kerr!
Oh, no.
Breathe!
Don't eat Kurt
Domino
dying.
is being rolled. Jeez.
Why? What did my poor baby Domino ever do to any of you?
Everything.
Only a lot.
All right.
And
all
they
right.
just threatened to
Zim.
eat Hunter.
Zim.
So
This is
comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
Laboran Wolfmage has purchased 10 tabletop cards packs.
Epic? Oh, I see what you're talking about, yeah. Lobaron, thank you so much for purchasing those 10 tabletop cards.
Hunter.
Or packs. Yes.
All right. We need a set of cards now that's just going to fuck with Domino.
Alright, chat. Send your ideas in the Streamloots channel on the Discord, and I'll have Kerr go through them and approve or deny.
Also, I now realize if I ever need to make a goal for the tip goals, I just have to be about something horrible happening to Domino.
Oh no.
Because apparently you guys ate my baby, and he doesn't do anything other than just cause massive amounts of havoc, chaos, and insanity.
Only the good things.
He is.
I'm
he is
taking my boy going home.
for over half the things that go wrong.
Domino has died, and yet come back because he just can't die.
You know what they say about people who can't die? They can be
Solar
tortured
has-
forever.
A Solar just hasn't tried hard enough to kill them.
I was just going to say that they can be tortured forever.
A Solar just hasn't given enough effort to try to kill them yet. But yes, Cobalt, Midnight, Shale, you guys can invite one other person to go with you.
They'll probably enjoy it and not being in the fight. Shale will invite Ken.
Alright.
Midnight will invite Brussel.
Yay.
Huh.
Hey, Cobalt, this is your chance to show off to Hunter.
Show Hunter that you're the better fighter.
Yeah. So who hasn't been invited so far?
Just Hunter.
Just Hunter.
As
All
you
right.
end up inviting Marie instead.
As Hunter's just standing at the line, looking over. I'm always the last picked.
As Cobalt chooses Domino instead.
No, wait. Actually, I mean, we've got our Sky Iron now.
Actually, I mean, if he wasn't picking Hunter, which is up that, I would think the other choice would probably be Psy.
Ooh.
I'm assuming you're inviting Hunter, Cobalt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going like. It pains me to say this, but you're gonna be my partner. I say this like without even opening my mouth. I'm just like gritting my teeth about it.
Go for the eyes!
Uh-oh.
Now come with me.
Here's
Yeah.
Will.
Now, is the +1 just to view or
to watch?
To watch. Okay.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been the invite if that wasn't the case. In my case.
Yeah.
Oh, that one is evil. Whoa.
Oh no!
I hear crying for Kerr.
So since Kerr can't say it, or can't speak right now, the influence is, quote, peace is boring, end quote. Quote, I will eat the puppy, end quote. Nevis has heard that.
I don't know how that would work in this.
I will approve that.
I'm sorry, what?
I wonder if that's more
Nevis.
for the
Nevis.
Nevis has heard Domino's threats against Hunter. Nevis, who has so far one-shot 2 things that cannot be killed, and proceeded to delete an entire world.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
Nevis
this
will
game or if that's
remember
something
this.
later.
Oh, that's the Exalted game tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
Yeah, because Domino is there in the Exalted game with Nevis. He works with him.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry to have to tell you this, but Exalted and Mage, Nevis is in that one too.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh.
Nevis, darling, we can talk about this. Yikes.
Oh.
Oh, God.
You guys think that Marie scared Domino?
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be awake to watch this, but I want to watch this.
I'll do the video in time. Anyway, let's just get it back on track, I think.
As a rift just opens and Nevis walks out.
What?
You guys, your invites begin to burn hot again. They start glowing, but nothing happens.
Eh?
You can't be teleported with the.
They glow again, even brighter, and nothing happens.
Oh, the one running it is a Fey folk.
Remember when I started saying fuck, 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 fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That was the reason why I started going fuck, 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 fuck.
We decided to do something else.
You decided
I don't know.
to do
The one
something
thing
else
that would mess it all up.
And
the thing is,
confused and kind of wanting not to touch it, hoping it's not going to burn off the thing he hung it in.
as an Alakazam appears in front of you, Shale, with a list in his hand. Shale?
Yeah?
We're having some technical difficulties. Do you have your +1?
Think they're back at the
Hey,
big
Shale.
tent over there.
Got
Shale
him.
walked off.
He snaps his fingers, and Shale and Kin vanish and teleport.
Okay.
And then Midnight and Cobalt, you both also meet this Alakazam, who, after confirming that it is you, teleports you with after an apology of, "I'm sorry, we're having some technical difficulties with your invitation, so I'm here to bring you along for the one running it."
Can Hunter
Awesome.
extend his shadows to grab Domino before he goes?
Yes. Wait, Hunter,
Well-
what are you doing?
I go, you want help with that?
Nah, I think he's
I
got
think I
this.
got it.
This is how Hunter gets confidence, by assaulting Domino.
God.
By asserting dominance over Domino. The most
Shadow
epic
poses
power move
menacingly over
possible.
Domino.
When did Hunter get a stand? It must be the work of an enemy stand. Domino can't while Hunter has a shadow on him. Domino's powers are off while
No,
Hunter has him.
Loboron is referring to a rift opening and Nevis walking out.
Oh, yes. Yes. Domino fucks right out of that dimension. People die when they are killed, Epic Bro. Alright, so you guys appear in a beautiful stadium. You can hear the roar of the crowds. And let me find him real quick. You can see all different types of Pokemon around you guys. And you guys are slightly sectioned off. Like the guests are in one area and the fighters are in another. And it's a very nice stadium made of white and silver marble.
Oh, nice.
Someone hires that a bit.
And
Wow.
approaching on a platform raised above the fighting area is a Pokemon I don't think any of you have ever seen or heard of before.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Things
Rest
tipped
in peace,
$5.
Domino.
Rest in pieces, Domino.
You know,
thanks you very much for that tip. I do things. And that does increase, does get another point onto the September goals. Don't forget about those, everyone.
Hey, Zim, I don't know if we could actually do it, but I wanted to make the offer. A September goal. Get artwork of Domino so people can actually see him.
I can absolutely toss that in.
I thought that might be something that people might enjoy and like.
I will say the Zim plays with himself goal live on stream has been completed.
I'm sorry.
Yay.
Zim, say that again?
It's
yes, it's where I'm going to play with myself live on stream.
Okay.
TTRPG. One or two shot.
TTRPG.
So
TTRPG.
Okay.
This is an idea.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Seda, yeah. I'm. It's just going to be a 1 or 2 shot where I'm the only player, and we're going to get as many storytellers as we can, and they're all kind of gonna, adjust the story as it goes along, and it's just going to be me playing several of my different characters in the session.
Hello, darlings. I'm Domino. So delightful to see you. I'm here to cause havoc, pain, and suffering.
The shadows tighten on him.
I mean, love, joy, and forgiveness.
Much better.
I'm sorry, I'm now just imagining a picture of like normal, actual canon Domino with a shadow wrapped around his like ankle, and Hunter just sitting in front of him looking so proud, and Domino just like, really, darling.
The Hunter's Trap.
Hunter's Trap.
It's a trap. This is what the trap was used for. It wasn't used on the players, it was used on Domino.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Domino is a current fairy type right now. But yes, the Pokemon before you is a dark, like crystal-like Pokemon. 3 fingers, massive claws come off of the stones of his arms. And his arms themselves are far bigger than his little, from like the elbow up, they're tiny little like sticks compared to the giant stones of his arms. And I'm going to share an image in the chat real quick for you guys.
Last hope.
Of what he looks like.
Live image, sure.
If I can get this to go. That is what he looks like.
Oh! The crossbow. But yes, in character, I don't think any of us know what this is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of character, I don't think I've ever actually seen this Pokemon.
Necrozma.
Isn't it Gen 7? Yeah, it's the mascot to Sun and Moon. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Kurt?
Yes, I was just waiting while everyone was talking and seeing the picture. Also, I was reading something too. But yes. This is the one who stands tall over all of you. Greetings, my warriors! I am delighted to see you here. To engage in combat, to decide who the ultimate fighter shall be. It is my absolute delight to welcome all of... You see him trail off for a moment as he looks towards your guys' group. Domino? Domino. What the fuck are you doing here? Well, darling, I was more or less dragged here. Good to see you as well. Very interesting form, darling. Are you still up to your old tricks? Seriously, I'm doing a thing here, Domino. I didn't invite you. Well, I didn't invite myself either, but yet here I am, and I'm not happy about it.
Don't worry, I'm his +1.
Shale looks over Domino, looks back. Oh.
You two know each other?
Yes, we do. Not really what we want, unfortunately, but yes, we do.
Well, right now, Domino is Hunter's pet?
Think very carefully.
Servant?
I'm sorry, what?
Domino is my assistant.
Varlet. Administrative assistant.
Domino, you went and became this little pup's bitch. Darling, I'm going to hurt you. Yes, that's adorable.
Hunter's
You
shadows
and what?
are extending for this other one.
No. Whoa. Let's talk about this. I can see that that cold iron around your neck.
It's wrapping
my
around
apologies.
him.
My apologies. Ow.
Be nice.
I am being nice. I invited you all to my tournament.
You just called Domino that. That wasn't nice.
It was a term of endearment
Apologize.
between. Domino, I offer you my maybe we can talk about this in another form, not in front of all these people.
Tightening shadows.
That stings. I'm just here to run a show. Me and Domino are old friends. It's just our way of endearing each other to each other.
Looks to Domino.
Hunter's
Is that
looking
true?
at Domino.
Well, he is a bitch.
Domino
And
saying
Fair
that?
enough.
That was
Yes.
Domino saying that.
Yes, that was Domino saying that.
They sound about even.
Okay. He'll release the other one.
Fuck. What the hell did you get yourself into, Domino? And what the hell did you bring into my realm? Darling, you're the one who invited them. As Domino just walks over and sits down on the ground, just smiling. I'm here to enjoy the show and to watch everything explode.
Hunter is moving over to sit next to Domino, and he's patting Domino on the knee with a paw.
Domino will pat Hunter on the head.
I move to sit on the other side of Domino.
Oh, darlings, this is going to be an absolute delight. Watching his plans go up in flames. Oh, I can think of nothing more perfect. It's even actually worth this, honestly.
Oh, anyways, Tourney!
I'm gonna be AFK for a moment, but you guys continue.
Yes, my warriors, my fighters. Forget everything you saw in the last 5 minutes.
Shale just chuckles.
I am here to offer you everything you could desire. Glory, honor, power. All you must do is simply fight in my tournament. Winner will continue on for the sake of becoming the greatest warrior in the world. Losers, well, you won't have anything to worry about when I'm done with you.
Shale will just sigh at that and fiddle the hand with the ring on it, and then we'll also look who else is fighting in this.
There's all manner of Pokemon in this. Some small and baby, some very large and evolved.
He will flex the hand a little and just go sigh and wait to see what the instructions are.
Now, if you wish to compete, all you have to do is step forward, raise your hand, and say, I wish to enter, and you will be sent off to your battlefield.
Shale will walk up and raise his hand with the ring on it and say, I'd like to enter. This might not work completely, but yeah.
Midnight will do the same.
What about Cobalt?
Alright. What are my options again? Sorry.
You can choose to enter and fight,
Yeah.
or you can choose to concede and not enter the tournament.
No, I'm definitely gonna fight.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so the three of us have entered. Shale's done so showing the ring just to mess with him.
He's looking very detesting at the ring. All right. Let's see. Let me look through here real quick. Let me find this real quick.
What are you trying to find?
My notes.
Oh, I can't help you with that.
Yeah, you can't help me with that.
Your notes are where you left them last.
The pair of bunnies stole them.
All right.
Idothings cheered with 250 eggy bitties.
I do things. Thank you so much for those biddies. That puts another point to the September goals.
Yes, remember, we're adding a picture of Domino to these. And I've actually never...
I have already added that. It's at 560 points, so it's a little ways out still. Next up, we're working towards the emote swap card.
And then Hunter on the Golden Throne art.
We made
Yes,
to
unfortunately.
the Friday nights one yet?
What
was that?
Have we made it to the 5 nights one yet? Where Zip
Yes.
Yes, we already did that.
Okay.
That was
We
at
get-
300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we earned that one.
Yeah, that one may be cut short.
I'll be there with you.
Well, yes, of
I
course you're
can
going to
offer
be here
hugs.
with me, because somebody's going to have to potentially take me to the ER.
He'll be fine. I joke, but yes, I understand. All right, Cobalt, Midnight, Shale. Could you guys roll me a d10?
Got it.
Tanya Sapient cheered with 122 eggy bitties. I give the last of my bits in the noble pursuit of domino art.
Thank you for
All
the
right.
biddies, Tanya. So much.
Midnight, could you roll 2d10 for me?
Wow. Hey, look, you got a total of 10.
All right. Midnight. You appear in a large open canyon. And a moment later, you see your opponent appear before you. A very large Bewear that waves a hand to you.
Is this the hugger?
Is this that same Bewear?
Hug!
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm going to die.
Battle starto!
Who goes first?
It's
Lower
vigor
initiative.
fight initiative for the initiative.
Yes.
roll.
Oh, sorry. What now? I didn't hear.
Vigor fight initiative.
No, just vigor and initiative.
Just vigor initiative. Okay. It's still listed. Anyway,
Is it listed as more than that?
it's listed as vigor fight initiative on the RAOW page. I just looked.
Because we broke one.
You will fall yet.
I know I should be saving these berries.
Oh, I guess it is. Never mind. Carry on.
Hey, Midnight, you get to go first.
Woohoo! I will start with the scratch.
Go for it. He will attempt to resist and just tank it.
The Bewear thinks you're giving it a hug.
I don't remember. Does attacker win or defender win?
Attacker.
Attacker.
Okay.
So did I win?
Zero. So
I got 3.
Yes, you will hit.
Yay!
He was just trying to tank.
Oh, I thought he was bracing. Okay.
Yeah, he was bracing. He was bracing.
Oh, then there's no evasion. Then that's just 0, isn't it?
Oh, my bad. My bad. I got mixed up.
Yeah.
That was the roll for him actually like tanking it.
Oh, that's not. That's bro. Okay, so that's not the. That was the attack roll, not the damage roll.
Yeah, that was my fault. That was my fault. I got ahead of myself. Yes, Midnight. Roll your damage.
Oh dang! What is the damage? I forget. Oh wait, never mind. I gotta look at the moves.
Yes, the moves.
It's I think it's I guess this would be brawl plus your damage out of the move is the total.
Okay. So. Oh, I have pretty good damage pull for this one.
Go for it. He rolled 3 successes to stop the damage.
Well,
just 1.
You leap at him, strike, and try to scratch, and you don't even get through the fluff of his fur. You just hit and then bounce off.
Boy, yeah.
He smiles and waves to you.
I wave back.
And then he tries to grab and hug you.
Oh no. Let me evade that.
Hugs.
Great.
Dodge.
What is evasion? I'm sorry.
Time for bashing something?
Probably brawl fight evasion in this case.
Yep. Hey, you got 2 successes already.
Woohoo!
Tanya is saving you.
That's not where they. Nope. That's not midnight.
To Shale.
Oh, my bad. Shale, they're helping you later.
Thanks.
Okay, Tanya did mean to give it to midnight.
Okay, that's fair.
Tanya did mean it for midnight.
Right, okay. So roll an additional die and add 2 successes. Yeah, that's good enough. Just a bit.
6 successes with the 10.
He tries to hug you midnight, and you just parkour over him.
Parkour.
He is not able to get his hands on you. And it's your turn again.
Yay. I'm going to try and scratch again.
Go for it. He's going to brace.
I'm gonna pop some popcorn.
Wait, is that popcorn I hear? Oh, wait, no, those are just all of Midnight's internal organs.
I got 4 successes.
Well,
you will hit.
Yay.
Roll for damage.
And he will try to brace.
May darkness prevail.
That's well, okay.
Can I use willpower for that?
Oh.
Yes.
Tanya, it's a Bewear.
It is a Bewear.
There you go. Oh, yeah, okay.
Tanya's giving the Bewear less.
Yep.
Okay.
For that explosion.
Ow. Ow.
For some reason, it didn't register my other die. Okay, still 4.
No, that's not 4.
That's 5.
That's 6.
6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it is 6. Dang, it could have been 7.
as Midnight, you just leap up and hit him right between the eyes as he just starts looking very, very not good at the moment. As he will try to grab you again.
Oh boy.
Friend, hug.
We try to evade that. Can I even meet that?
3, so...
Yeah, I could at least... I can beat it.
Dodge.
Fight. Nope. Only one.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
So remember that joke I made about popcorn popping and oh wait, that's Midnight's internal organs?
I'm left with one.
Oh.
As he grabs you and squeezes and squeezes and squeezes.
Oh, right, Kerr. Exploding 10
yes?
causes spontaneous burst of glitter.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. My bad. No, that's my apologies. And as he hugs you, Midnight, as he hugs you, there's a giant explosion of glitter and fireworks above you guys.
It's coming out of from inside of Midnight. It's his organs being turned to glitter.
You just see glitter throw up out of Midnight's mouth.
Okay.
I'm
now
back
would
with
be a
popcorn.
good
What I
time to use
missed.
substitute.
I'm almost dead.
It is your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna try another scratch.
Against that Bewear, that sounds about right.
Restore half your HP.
Woohoo!
My servants never die.
Okay.
Okay.
You got this, Midnight.
I don't think you got this.
Not enough ale.
We have enough charges here. I say give him the reroll.
Yeah, you guys got just got a reroll.
We have so many freaking
We
rerolls
have 3
tonight.
charges.
And Kerr, you
currently
also have sevevel rerolls, so if you fail
Yes.
on a roll,
Yeah.
remember to reroll.
Yes, I know.
Much better.
All right. 2, 3, 4.
That will hit. He will brace.
And yeah, you are restored for half of your max
May
HP.
darkness prevail.
No! No! Don't take away my dice.
So that would be 5 because I got a 1.
Oh,
And Kerr, do make sure that you tell me
I'm bashing something.
if you use those cards.
I think you would
Yeah.
have race still, so you just need to roll damage.
How many? Let's see. 1, 2,
my
3,
goodness.
4, 5, 6, 5. I'm going to use one of my rerolls.
And Kerr, the
Okay.
Bewear gets a 10.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, 3. Come on, 10, 10, 10, 10. That's not a 10. But that was enough to keep him up. As he gets smacked again across the head. And he nearly falls over, but he's able to stay on his feet. And he just looks very confused. Why would his friend hit him? He was just giving him hugs. Here comes the hug. We're going to use my other reroll.
Okay.
Time for bashing something.
Midnight, you just got an exploding 10.
And
Woohoo! Evasion!
Go for the eyes!
And he failed.
Because he failed.
You failed?
Yeah, he rolled a 0.
He tried to grab you and he fails.
Ugh.
Well, Midnight could botch. Oh, wait, no, he can't. He got the 10. He still could technically botch.
Kurt, you only had 1 reroll.
Oh, I only had 1? I thought I had 2.
No.
My bad. No, so yeah, he botched. He has fallen over and... let's see.
Influence?
Oh, no, that's just 1. Checking influence. Oh, hang on. That changes things. So, you will need to roll your dodge.
Okay.
If you wish to dodge. He does actually. He has exploding 9s.
And Midnight has two exploding 10s, I believe, at this point.
Yep, but he could roll 1s, so he could still fail. Roll all 1s. Roll all 1s. That's not 1s. As Midnight, you are able to get out of the way and avoid getting hug-detonated.
Yay. I will scratch again.
Go for it. Punch him in the face. Punch him in the face. I was joking about that. He will brace. Roll your damage.
May darkness prevail.
God fucking damn it. Why do you hate my Bewear, Tanya? Let's go.
Roll that 1. Okay.
So he is narrowly able to avoid you this time. Oh, no, sorry. Midnight, you hit him, and this time you bounce off of him as he looks ready for you this time, as he rings up his great hand and swings it down on you. Floor hugs. He will not go down.
Oh.
Midnight just got an exploding 10.
Okay, it's a little easy.
Do you think I should still re-roll that? Or use another reroll?
As long as the 10, you have to reroll the 10 first.
Yeah, roll the 10 first, see if you, because he only
Because
has...
if you roll a 1, you will have to reroll if you don't want to get hit.
Okay, I think you're fine.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right, it's your turn as he tries, and he hits the ground and shatters it completely, but he misses you.
Midnight's eyes go wide a little bit, but goes for another scratch.
Bewear just got an exploding 10.
Hugs for all.
You will hit. You will try to tank.
Oh yes.
I'm glad this is not
May
damage.
darkness prevail.
God fucking damn it! Why? Why?
Because they were warned.
All right, you will hit Midnight. He's not trying to dodge it. He still gets that 1 because of the 10.
Midnight was told beware.
Oh.
Midnight, you run right into what feels like a brick wall.
Ow.
And you are like almost like mashed up against him as his hands come down for you. Hugs!
No!
Time for
No
bashing
hugs!
something?
No soup for you.
Yay, Bewear got an exploding 10.
Oh.
There's the RPG
Yeah,
game
0.
going on, and then
bashing
there's the
something?
game of Magic that's going on beside it with the.
Tanya and who are both just trying to throw dice at everybody. You just got an exploding 10 midnight. I don't suppose someone wants to give the Bewear exploding 10 at all either. For more
there's
hugs.
Ted.
Gave him
Time for
one.
bashing something?
Well, I have 1. I have 1 success.
Tanya,
Whoa.
you just got
Roll another. Got another exploding.
Woe gave the Bewear an exploding 10, and so did Brian.
Oh, that's right, Brian's. Okay, so how many did you get, Midnight?
I can't even track of everything going on here.
Okay, let's see.
Midnight-
I was at 0, and then I got the exploding 10, so that's 2, which gave me another 10, which was 4.
And then you were
And
given
then I
another
got a
exploding
2.
10.
So I got 6.
Alright, so
Last
I was
one die
given
for the
2.
Bewear.
Yep. I was and I was given 2 exploding 10s. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 5. What was that? Oh.
That was just
Undersound.
Alright, so I had 5 successes, it looks like. How many did you have?
6.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
There is now a dust storm going on.
Oh dear.
So yes, Midnight, you are able to avoid getting squished.
I miss. Not enough ale.
Wait, hang on.
Too many cards.
All right, Midnight, it is your turn.
And Stanley died again.
Scratch again.
I'm enjoying the viewer influence, watching you guys get involved, fighting for the Bewear Coon and for Midnight.
I'm not sure 1 bag of popcorn will be enough.
All right,
3.
he will tank it again, so you will hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
So who wants to spend influence to have the Bewear give Hunter a hug?
Once again.
Something?
Uh-oh.
Did I
Midnight,
get
you just
a-
got an exploding 10.
Woohoo! Still just 3 now. 3. I got 3.
I need to re-roll that 10. Can I have an exploding 10? We don't want the Bewear to get unhugged, right? Bewear wants to give hugs.
Midnight is good. Midnight is
Move
hugged
on.
out.
Time for bashing something?
Never mind.
Everyone deserves hugs.
Oh no.
May darkness prevail.
Okay, so that is able to let him tank it though, thanks to the 10s.
No!
As Bewear suddenly looks even more empowered in order to want to give you a hug as you bounce off of it, Midnight.
+1 to the +1 to the next one.
never die.
I'm not even seeing these healing cards get. Okay, there it is.
Yep.
So Bewear and Midnight both got healed half of their max.
Half their HP.
Oh, gosh.
And he just lost a dice, and Midnight just got a dice on his next attack. So he's coming for you with the Ultra Super Hug.
I'm not sure
Oh no.
who's playing this game more, us or the
Oh
chat.
God! Oh God! Oh God!
Go for the eyes!
That's the critical
There it
part.
goes, chat. Now quit telling chat to eat the dice.
And now we got influence.
You also got an extra dice, Midnight, too.
Actually, I think, whoa, that this one's going to be denied. The Fae cannot, oh. Well, I'll leave this up to Kerr, but I guess this healing you provided healing to the Bewear, so I guess the Bewear could be healed, but yeah.
Yes. I will allow that for the Bewear.
So what happened?
He went for the super. Oh, if no one else gives any influence or cards, he will go for the super extra ultra hug.
Oh no.
As he leans over to you, Midnight, rearing back, ready to unleash the ultimate act of friendship upon you and your poor, brittle bones.
I got 3 successes on my evasion.
He botched.
He botched. Unless he gets a reroll or something. Brian said stand by. He's doing something, apparently.
Time for bashing something?
Ultimate hug! He might need another exploding 10, though. Yeah, he'll need another exploding 10. He's still botched.
Suck it.
Don't say that to chat.
Time for bashing something?
I just warned you. Midnight, you just got an exploding 10.
Oh, Midnight got one. Okay, so that doesn't change it.
May darkness prevail.
And Bewear just got
the card
cursed. Hugs are overrated with less power. As he begins to rear back for the ultra super hug and starts going off balance and falls backwards onto his back.
Heed my call.
And more.
Well, this dust storm is getting worse.
Curse.
It is a very bad dust storm. You can now no longer see each other as he's now stuck on his back, going, And it is your turn, Midnight.
Okay. Scratch time.
Alright, before you make that scratch
Tochemay
attack,
is dancing with the crabs.
the crabs are watching.
Ooh.
Alright, so,
Scratch time.
before that, make me a mind cunning perception roll.
I gotta. How do I get rid of dice?
Just drop it outside the box.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the roll?
Mind cunning perception. Lobron, would you guys like to see Domino and the other phase take on this fight? Would the chat like to see what Domino and the other fair folk are actually talking about right now?
I got 0.
Alright, make your attack.
Sure, why not?
Get him, Midnight! Rip his fucking arms off! Show that bear what you can do!
Damn.
Come on! Give him hugs! It can't be that hard. Just crush his spine. You'll be fine. Yes, yes, Midnight. Yes, no, don't get hugged by that. Oh, that's not. Ooh, that's going to leave a mark. Yes, yes, show him the power of friendship. Yes, Bewear! End it with the super ultra hug. Show him the might of your friendship dueling skills. Wait, no, what are you doing? Wait, why are you falling onto your back? Damn it! God, how does that even work?
That doesn't seem physically possible.
Yes, Midnight, your opponent is down. Go for him. Midnight, why are you scratching the stone wall? Midnight, why? Why? I don't understand. Midnight, please, that's a very nice attack, but Walcoon is not going to notice you. Walcoon will not notice you. Focus on your opponent, Midnight.
Notice me, senpai. So I take it my attack missed. Because I can't see.
You hit Walcoon though.
Oh.
However, I'm afraid Walcoon has not noticed you, Midnight. Alright.
Sad. I guess Wall Senpai will have to wait another day.
Roll damage on the wall?
Sure, roll damage on the wall. Sure. I'm just imagining right now someone using influence. Holy! I'm imagining someone using like influence to like double this or something.
Doesn't need to.
Walcoon may have noticed him.
Huh? Time for bashing something?
Exploding 10!
Oh my god.
I think you might have put a nice crack in that wall.
2, 3, 4,
For
5,
the record.
7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10.
For the record, you guys are allowed to save your those kinds of things for later.
Oh, I
So
thought
they
you had
go-
to use them as they came.
Oh,
Curses,
right,
yes,
Tanya
but
Sapien is excited.
those you can save.
Oh.
Rerolls and the exploding. That's right.
Oh, okay.
That was adjusted
Well.
after.
I think it's just fun to use them immediately, though.
Oh yeah.
Notice me, Wall Senpai.
Wall Senpai has noticed you, Midnight, as your claw hits the wall and shears through it, causing it to crumble and crack and shatter. And oh my god, Wall Senpai has evolved. He has evolved into Cave Coon. As both Domino and the Fairfolk are just watching this. Did he just? Yes, it appears that he did just hit the wall so hard he caused it to crumble and show a uncharted cave. Is that even like? I'm afraid to think about what would have happened if he hit the Bewear with that. Yes, I am too. And here I thought the hugs were the most powerful.
With malicious intent, Tanya Sapien is sending you a hug.
With malicious intent.
I'm not. Domino, tell me, are you attached to that Midnight fellow? I would love to have him on my team, and by that I mean Tim. Yes, and you can't do that,
shadows
darling.
are wrapping around the other Fey folk.
Ow! Stop it, please.
He's my friend.
Why don't you do it based on the
Yes, I can tell that, as it looks like he's also going to try to be friends with your friend. As he points to the screen as the Bewear goes in for another hug.
Evasion!
Dodge!
Shall be done, and done well.
This might be it for
Need a
midnight.
reroll, please.
Hold on, what was that? Oh,
Next hit is a crit. Fumble if it misses.
A miss. Not enough ale.
Tanya's giving you a reroll, midnight.
Well, we had 3 charges anyway.
May darkness prevail.
Would a crit work?
1.
Work with this setup anyway.
Does
That
mean
will hit you, midnight, if you do not reroll again.
Can
Oh, midnight, you got an extra die. Midnight, you just got an extra dice.
Huh? Time for bashing something?
Tanya just gave you an exploding 10, midnight.
Oh my god.
Fall yet.
This is so what is that? What's up the-
Midnight, Tanya just gave you another additional dice.
Oh my god.
All
I
of it.
suck. So what, I think I'm at 3 now? 3 successes?
Yes, I believe you were at 3.
Huh? Time for bashing something?
The Bewear was
just got
granted
it.
an exploding 10.
Which will get him enough to hit you, Shale. Or sorry, midnight. Yes, he hits so hard. Bewear just got extra dice.
Huh?
No.
Time for bashing something?
Tanya just gave an exploding 10 to midnight.
You will fall yet.
And Tanya also gave an extra dice to midnight.
May darkness prevail.
Okay, seriously.
This roll needs to end at some point.
We still have more fights than the rest of the fights end up next week.
Oh, another exploding 10.
Oh, also that midnight is back to full health. So
Okay, I'm just going to speak up real quick because this is the back and forth going on between Domino and Bearfuck at the moment. So, darling, I feel like this is not a fight between Midnight and the Bewear. I feel like this is a fight between both you and I and the viewers of this world who are currently watching us right now. Yes, I do have to say, I've never seen so much reality bending in many centuries, honestly.
No. You misunderstand. You see, all of that is brought about by me. Not you two tiddly little fair folk. Call yourselves fair, but seriously, you don't have any style. Now, if you would like some style, I would be more than happy to provide you with only the latest fashions, if you can afford them, of course.
Darling, there's no fashion that I cannot afford. But I don't know if your fashions can compete with my fashions.
Oh, believe me, my fashion is only the utmost perfect of fashion. Yours, oh, it is so outdated.
Excuse me, this is the finest century garb here. What could you possibly have for me?
Well, perhaps a 3-piece suit, for starters. That hair, oh, no, that's gonna have to just outright go. That is, no. Perhaps we can stuff it under a top hat. That might be good.
Excuse me, this powdered wig is made of 100% salt.
Do you really think that salt is part of fashion? No.
Well, yes, darling,
silk
it is
is fashion. Silk
Have
is
you
the
ever
height
had
of fashion.
salt?
Yes, I have had salt. I sell salt. For crying, you have no sense of fashion at all.
I'm sorry, my fashion sense is simply too perfect for you to comprehend.
The general populace would disagree with you.
Well, the general public is not on my levels of perfection. It is not my fault that they cannot comprehend my levels of perfection.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining like everyone just stopping, including the Bewear and
Tochemay cheer with 135 eggy bitties.
I just imagine like Midnight and the Bewear just stopping and watching like a screen that shows up. Sure, sure, I will allow that.
Ooh, that would be good. That would be fascinating.
Salt is not fashion. It is now.
No,
Apparently it is.
I'm afraid that would be disrupting the balance, and you see, I can't allow that.
Darling, how much have...
Right, Boo?
It is a-okay, Tanya. I will accept my fate, whatever it is. Because this has got to be the best combat I have ever had in any tabletop game I have ever played in.
A draw will end very badly for Midnight if it goes to a draw. I do things. I just want to warn you right now with the way this tournament is set up.
Yeah, I have a feeling losing is not great in this tournament. Although I do have cold iron, so...
Yeah, fake powers cannot touch him right now.
Are you okay with the influence happening? I just want to give you a heads up about it before I say okay. I'm okay with the influence. I just want to check with you.
Yeah, I do things. We can refund the influence or let it stand.
Okay, go for it.
Very well.
Domino size. They're not getting anywhere, darling. How about we start a time limit? 5 rounds. Done. Alright, Midnight, it is your attack. And it looks like, who do you want to have that roll, Tanya? Domino perceives salt to be perfect time frame because it is molecularly perfect. So to him, it is the most perfect substance in the world.
Cool. So you want me to go ahead?
Please remember to stick to the cards. This has caused a delay here because we have no idea what you meant there.
Alright, Midnight, you get your attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a botch.
Anybody got a reroll?
You got 3 charges.
Oh, okay.
No.
No. No?
I got annoyed because you had nothing.
What do you mean, no?
You couldn't protect yourself.
I miss.
I was gonna...
Not enough.
Okay, I take that back. Yes, we do have 3. Never mind, carry on. Make
Now
that 4.
4.
Smiles, everyone!
Ow.
Smile!
This is like some great fantasy.
I miss. Not enough ale.
Goodness. And we got 5. That was 3 successes.
That will hit Midnight. He will try to brace.
I miss. Not enough ale.
Hey everyone, can't I have some rerolls? As Midnight, you hit him right dead in the chest, but your hand gets stuck in his fur. As
Tochemay sends you to horny jail.
as Midnight, he gets a free counter because of influence to try to give you a hug.
I will point out that this card, that there was the all-in card, which makes it a crit.
Oh, yes.
Which means
So
that
he-
Midnight's damage will be doubled.
Okay.
So he is going to try to grab you, Midnight.
Can I evade? Oh no, wait, that was free.
Yes, the Bewear will take the next scratch into a hug, enduring the scratch.
Heroes never die.
As Lobron is healing you.
Health.
So
Yeah. Go ahead and refund that back to him. As he hugs! For not that much. Unless I get a reroll. Or the exploding tens. Don't we want to see him go poof, everyone? Who wants to watch Midnight go poof?
Please don't disturb me while I plot to overthrow you.
Yes, I will use that reroll. Let's go! Let's go! That will be 6 damage if no one else adds anything.
well, it'll technically only be 2 because I get. Oh no, wait, you refunded that.
Because Midnight, you are getting the hug of love. Oh god, oh god. Bones aren't meant to bend this way. Bones aren't meant to bend this way.
Time for bashing.
Oh, that doesn't say physically possible.
Ow! But LeBron has given you a exploding 10 on your next roll, Midnight. It is your turn. Or no, sorry, that was a counterattack. He gets his normal attack. So you get a tender dodge. Because he's going for the Hugginator again.
Hugginator. Alright, here we go.
He's trying to tighten the hug he already has you in as you're trying to wiggle out.
Time for bashing something.
So, a quick perusal of the document reveals that I don't think I ever actually typed in the results of crits. So I am typing them down in miscellaneous rules under combat now. What I had in mind.
Midnight, that is going to hit you because of the exploding 10s.
Well, oh wait, yeah, you gotta do your damage. But if you do at least 2, I'm dead.
Well, you do get an integrity roll. You just don't get the bonus on it. And you're okay.
1.
1 damage. He rolled 1 damage.
Okay, so take, and then you're healed anyway.
As it is now your turn, Midnight, as you suddenly feel much better for some reason, and Domino just looks over and grieves. Really? Really? You're just going to keep this going, darling? How many things are you letting these people do?
Three.
That will hit. He will try to endure. Oh, Jesus.
Six for me.
That's 8 for him. As you, Midnight, you think you get the perfect strike right between the eyes, and his head just bends backwards before pushing back up. Fred? Friend, give hug.
Oh no, not the hugs.
Hugs.
I evade.
That is not an evasion.
Time for bashing something?
He just got another exploding 10.
Oh god.
Here we go!
You will fall yet.
How much
An
damage
additional
is
die
that?
for... Oh, exploding 10 for midnight.
Midnight, you just got. That will be 8 damage to you, Midnight.
I'm knocked out. I only had 5.
Squeeze! Hug!
Time for bashing something?
Unless the person uses the heal card again.
There's another 10 for midnight.
I'm going to refund the restoration one.
Worlds.
If it
Ryan
comes through.
Wolf believes someone has gone mad with power.
Well, I'm knocked out then.
Okay, I'll leave it up to Kerr. The exploding 10 to midnight that an epic played was refunded. Oh my god. Eventually they'll run out of cards, right?
Well, that's part of what's happened.
Over yet.
Tanya's spent.
Let's just say this is over. I'm ready for this to be over.
I'm going to refund the cards back. So if you could refund the card back to Epic Bro, to Tanya, and to Who, and the one back to Lobron as well, please.
Alright. Done.
This one fight played out so long that it became not fun anymore.
It was kind of hilarious, though.
Oh, it was hilarious for a long time.
It started,
but it has hit its cap. Going any further wouldn't be any more fun.
As Midnight, you feel your bones start to crack as you are hugged before you poof and appear in front of the fair folk, who licks his jaws, reaches out to you, but when he touches you, he suddenly pulls his hand back and shakes it as though he just got burnt.
Thank you, Cold Iron. Yeah!
I'm sorry. You belong to me now. Take that off.
No.
And
Hunter's shadows are immediately around this other fair folk. Very tight.
No. They agreed to join my tournament. They are my property if they lose.
He is dragging the Fey folk to him.
Fair folk is trying to pull free.
Yes, but
What
the
were
Hunter
the
was
exact
given...
terms of the contract that they were given?
The fair folk. Oh. He's starting to melt into the shadows, Hunter. As he starts screaming and trying to pull free.
What?
He's being pulled into the shadows and melting into them.
Because you said about the contract.
Well,
not just that.
I asked about the contract.
As he's screaming and yelling and trying to pull free, as he's pulled deeper and deeper into the shadows. He looks terrified, pleadingly,
Though my battle
as
cry may
Domino watches in amusement and absolute glee.
Hunter is terrified right now because he's
What
got no
is
idea what's going on.
on?
Hunter, the collar that you were given is glowing slightly. Though you wouldn't be able to see that. As the fair folk lets out one final scream before he vanishes into Hunter's shadows. And Hunter, the fair folk hears a soft whisper as he's pulled into the darkness. You really should have been more careful. As the shadows devour him. And Hunter, across your body, on like your shoulders, your paws, and like a visor over the front of your head, black crystal begins to appear. And
He is
you
trying
feel
to brush it
stronger,
off.
and when you think about it, it will fade away.
Oh, okay.
But when you think about it again, it will reform over your claws, your paws, your shoulders, and over your head and such. Basically all of your like vital areas. But then with the thought, it will go away. As Cobalt and Shale both appear there. Cobalt, you were able to curb stomp your opponent.
All right.
Shale, you were having an epic duel. And now, Cobalt, you get to see Hunter looking very shiny and rocky for some reason.
And then it's gone. And then it's there. And then it's gone. And then it's there. And then it's gone. And then it's there.
You know what?
Oh my gosh.
Science geology?
I was going at Cobalt, at Hunter, going like.
I mean, I know I'm rolling. I'm so much rolling these.
I'm changing you.
Sure, you could roll. You can roll geology.
4 successes.
That doesn't look like any natural stone that you've ever seen. However, that does look almost exactly like the skin of the Pokemon who's shadowed, or who just got eaten by the shadows.
What just happened?
Well,
I don't know. I think he just got another power up.
As Hunter, in your head, you hear something. Let me out of here!
There's a voice in my head!
Oh yes, that's likely the fair folk, darling. You kind of ate him.
What?
Yes, you ate him.
How? What? What?
Congratulations, though, darling.
Hunter is looking at Kin pleadingly.
Kin doesn't know how to respond to this. Good job. I am just as confused as you are.
What does this mean?
Well, it means if you can convince him to do something for you, you can make a few things happen within his power set, though I doubt he's going to help you at all. Though I would only recommend trying to do anything while you're wearing that cold iron. That's likely what's acting as the cage for him right now. If you take that off, he'll probably come rearing out very, very angry.
Wait, does that mean I can do that to you, Domino?
No, darling, it doesn't.
Oh, that was out of character anyways.
I mean, oh wait, shit, Domino can't lie.
Oh wait, shit, Domino can't lie.
Great fun!
He can't say that directly. I had to come up with another way to say that.
You have better things to do than to.
Well, darling, you would lose all of my fashion sense. Go ahead and refund that. He's fine. He's fine. Who? Yeah, Midnight came back. He is okay again.
Yeah, this whole thing kept Midnight safe. And the Cobalt, and the Sky Iron.
So, what exactly is this doing for Hunter then?
Nothing at the moment.
Okay.
It's just a fancy appearance. You have a roommate.
Oh no.
Be quiet.
As you feel chains of shadows suddenly wrap around him, silencing him.
Out of character, you don't even know his name yet.
Nope.
As all of you begin to fade back into where you were before, but as you do, there is another Abra waiting for you guys, as you show up again. Hey, I have a package for Kin.
Yeah?
Yeah, he pulls out a couple of sets of very large crates. Here you go. I got all of them, we got all of them finished for you.
Wait, is this from Moonhold?
Yep.
Already? Jeez, they work fast.
Well, apparently our king thinks that you would be able to get him in good. Apparently there's a big a lunar eclipse coming, and he thinks you can pass on a good word to Marie to have them go together.
I'll see what I can do. Guys, we just got armor.
Woohoo!
As I go start unpacking the armor for everyone.
There is sets of steel armor for each of you inside of this crate. And a very, very fancy suit of ceremonial armor for Lord Emperor Hunter. Also, inside of the inside of the crate is what looks to be a mirror.
A mirror. Ooh. Hey guys, get this stuff on. I want to see us all in, with the armor on.
LeBron, yes, they do have rules they have to follow.
Out of curiosity, is this medium or heavy?
This would be like heavy armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it on.
With that.
Cobalt,
Anyway,
you look like a fucking knight when you wear yours.
All right.
For Brussel, Kin, and Midnight, and Hunter, it's more like barding. But Hunter's armor is a very bright gold with a lot of filigree and fancy stuff on it.
Can you send this back?
No. This.
I think that would be an insult.
Hey, someone. Is Marie around?
Not right yet now.
Someone go get Marie. I want her to
Marie
see
wasn't
this.
a +1, so we're a distance away.
No, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, she's not around at the moment.
Does someone know where Marie is? I'm assuming there are others around us somewhere.
I think she's at the inn.
Could someone go get her real fast? I want her to see this.
One of them will go to try to find her.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll put it on. Struggle with it.
Tell her that Hunter's looking fantastic.
Hunter is
And
refusing
it has
to put
something
it
to
on.
show her.
But I think this is a good stopping point as they go off to get Marie. But we're going to have a cutaway real quick. As we cut back to that dust-filled battlefield.
Oh, no.
And it shows the cave. Midnight Senpai? I noticed you. Where'd you go?
No, wall, senpai.
Dave Senpai has noticed you, Midnight, and you have abandoned them.
It wasn't my fault. Fey magic kept us apart.
One day you will find each other again, and Cave Coon will protect you.
Yay.
But yes, end of session.
Right.
This was quite the session.
Yeah.
This was quite the session. I'm sorry. The war between chat was fucking glorious.
And to think the tourney almost got negated entirely by the introduction of Sky Iron.
And that was entirely Tanya, and Tanya had no input from me. I did not tell her anything, and I don't know if she realized that or not.
Wait, I hit.
Yeah, I realized that's cold iron. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you gave us access to cold iron. Congrats.
Played yourself.
Thank you, Tanya. I think you saved
Thank
my
you.
life.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Things tip $5. That was a lot of chaotic fun.
That was. I'm sorry. I just love the card off battles between everyone. That was just freaking delightful. Watching the influence going back and forth.
That was absolutely insane.
I expected these fights to be short. It's like, yeah, I can do everyone's fight tonight. And then it's just like, oh god, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth.
It's like, Midnight's gonna win. And it's like, nope. Bewear's gonna win. It's like, nope.
Nope.
Cobalt was gonna fight a Pucciana if Cobalt got his fight.
I would say that you should still do their fights.
Okay, I can show off their fights if you next week.
Yeah, do it next week.
Good job.
Yeah.
More chance of chat fight.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Cobalt meeting a Hunter lookalike and just going, I get my revenge.
Die.
And it also depends on who the Bewear's going up against for winning.
Bewear could. Bewear could.
Looks
I
like
can't believe.
Shale lost internet.
No!
Oh, But I can't believe I had to go up against the Hugginator.
The Hoganator.
Yeah, you've.
So.
Beware.
What's up, LeBron? You have a question?
At the end of the day, there's only one winner in war. And that's the arms dealer.
That's true.
Without the iron, Midnight would have gotten eaten and basically infected with this thing. This thing can take over other Pokemon and basically use them as new bodies for itself.
Sounds delightful.
He was going to try to make you part of him, Midnight, and then, ow, God, why do you have that shit?
So clearly a bit more is going on with Hunter's the little collar on his hat than he realized.
You did pay a ruby for it, a very nice ruby.
True.
Okay, Kinku, you're back.
But thank you everybody for joining us today for the Last Hope RAOW. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by picking up some packs of cards through stream loots. You all definitely saw what those can do tonight. And then you could also subscribe to our YouTube, because we're trying to get to partner over there, but I need your help to do so. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye.